Good morning, everybody. So this is going to be our first show of December. So today we're going to be talking about friendship. So, sorry about that. So we're going to go ahead and talk with our guests today, introduce them, and then we're going to start with the first song. So today we have...
Good afternoon, everyone. It's May. Welcome back to JJ Talk Show.
And I am Justin. Is my mic working? Yes, my mic is working. Hello, I'm Justin, and welcome back.
And I'm Jeremy. So I'm going to be hosting this month. So we've got some very good topics we're going to talk about this month. So, but first, we're going to talk about friendship. So everyone has friends, everyone has best friends, and friends they know a little bit. So we're going to be talking about that in a little while. But first, we're going to listen to a song by a band called August Burns Red. This is a Christmas song. It's Carol of the Bells. It's instrumental, so there's no singing at all. It's just music. All right, here we go. All right, that was August Burns Red, Carol of the Bells. So that was a different version of a very popular Christmas tune that you hear probably everywhere. Normally it is instrumental like with an orchestra, but this was mainly with guitars and drums and bass guitars, so a little bit different than what you probably normally hear.
A little bit confused.
But
definition of Christmas song.
yeah, it's a little bit different. I wanted to start out Christmas, well, the Christmas season.
Try.
With a little bit different, something that
I think it's the first
hear.
time for me to ever listen to that kind of Christmas song.
Yeah, so when we start next week, it'll be a little bit more traditional Christmas songs, but it started out a little differently. So let's go ahead and start talking about our topic, which is going to be friendship. So let's go with May. Do you have any questions for us?
Well, what comes to my mind when it comes to talking about friendship? I don't think I have many best friends left since I get married, you know. So when you are maintaining the marriage life, to have a best friend or keep a best friend in your lifetime is pretty hard because you spend a lot of time, most of the times at school, at work, and your family members. So, I mean, for me, it was not that hard for me stop friend making or maintaining friendship.
Yeah.
But with my husband, he has a lot of friends, especially drinking pals, something like that.
Yeah.
So it's been for him. It's been like 7 years for him not to hang out with them or something like that. So I think the Korean men stop having relationship with their drinking pals or something like that. It could be very hard for them.
Oh,
Yeah, so friendship, well, instead of having best friends in my lifetime, I prefer having like role model or mentor.
Okay.
Because same-sex friends or same-age friends, I cannot learn many things from them, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So I want to learn more wisdom. When I get older, I just don't waste my time hang around or spend my time or shopping or with my friends or killing my time in a coffee shop, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to learn more deeper knowledge about the life things. So nowadays I found the mentor, the Korean mentor,
Oh, yeah.
his role model. So I try to learn from him, from his message or from what he said or something like that. So when I got older, having or finding mentor or role model is much better works for me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I completely agree with your perspective on friendships. You brought up a good point about role models, is because I think the older you get, the more substance you look for in friendships. The younger you are, the more friends you have, and you put quantity over quality.
Yeah.
You've heard that saying before. The older you get, it's more quality over quantity. And the number gets smaller, but you know when you have that friend that you can count on and the friend you can depend on. So I completely agree, 100%.
Yeah, with me, like, I have a smaller group of friends. I have a usually I like to have a small group of friends who I know very well. So when I was in America, one of my best friends I've known since middle school. So I've known him for a long time, and we have a lot in common. The big thing, we like to argue. So we argue with each other.
I remember him.
We argue with each other a lot. Even we just do it for fun. We don't do it out of having problems with each other. We just do it because we like it. It's a lot of fun for us to argue with each other and just talk about anything. It's just fun for us to do. So a lot of times when people first met us, they thought we didn't like each other, but we've been friends for a very long time. So
have you met him when you are back to America?
Yeah, he got married while I've been here, so he didn't have that much time. So he came to the party that my family had for me. So he was there, and we talked for a while, and it was a lot of fun. So that was the good thing about going back. I got to see a lot of my friends. Not all of them, but all of the ones that I kept in touch with most, the ones that I guess you could say care about the most. So I got to see all of them, and I got to introduce them to Haesuk, and that was a lot of fun. And she liked all of them, so that was very good. But yeah, and in Korea I have a very good group of friends that I usually hang out with. Like my two best friends I've got now are probably my friend Corey. He works in Dongtan, where I used to live, and then now Justin being here. So yeah, it's like in Korea it's been a little bit easier to make friends because everyone's looking for people they can relate to.
It's quite surprising for you to define Justin your best friend in a short-term period of time,
Yeah, but we talk every day. We talk about tons of different stuff.
Very compatible.
Yeah. We're the same with Corey. Me and my friend Corey we're very laid back and just kind of will talk and have the little arguments and stuff. Just have fun. Yeah. So it's been easier to make friends here because everyone's looking for that. In America, it's a little bit harder because you get in your own group, and unless you want to start doing different things that you're not that interested in, you're not going to meet a lot of different people. So
what I'm thinking about is nowadays, people are getting more individualistic and self-centered in even Korean society. So people are getting together for their specific interest or goals, But I don't think they're seriously. We can mention their friendship. It's not a friendship, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I've got friends that when I'm back home from biking and cycling, but there's only about 2 of them I could say are really good friends of mine, and they were basically my cycling mentors. They taught me everything I knew about bike racing and pushed me and helped me out a lot. So they're my 2 best friends from college. So I've got them. I've got that group from things I liked. But in general, most of the times we tend to like the same things, but we do different stuff. Like we'll go out and do other things. It's not we just don't just stick with a hobby like you're talking about. But a lot of times you can make acquaintances from those types of things, but I don't know about a lot of lasting friends. Maybe 2 or 3, but not a whole lot.
Yeah, making friends in Korea versus making friends in America. Since we were born there, going to school, going to university, those were where our lasting friendships were. Just like Jeremy, I have a couple friends that I've known since 3rd grade. That we still keep in contact with. Facebook is one of those social networks where you can still see what's going on with the lives of your friends back at home, while still maintaining your social network here in Korea. I think most of my closest friends come from the church that I was in back at home, and since I'm here, most of my friends are foreign teachers.
Oh yeah.
And it's funny because before I came to Korea, most of the Korean friends that I made in the UK, I thought to myself, this was in my mind, I was like, if I go to Korea and if I get to see them in their element, their home country, I'm going to spend a lot of time with my Korean friends.
Okay.
came to Korea. You know, they all have Samsung jobs now, and they're very busy. So again, shout out to MJ. I miss you. I haven't seen you in 6 months, but it's okay. I still love.
You
all
haven't
of
seen her for 6 months.
I haven't seen him
How
for a long
come?
time. Well, 6 months is a stretch. When my sister was here, that's when I saw him.
Oh, I see.
But you know, when the months add up, we might as well have 6. But they, you know, they're busy, and you know, we grow, we mature, and I understand that they have a certain position to where they are Samsung workers, men and women alike.
So I think December is the best month for people to get around or get together, the students, the acquaintance together.
I think so. Chase, one of my friends who teaches in Suwon, he's a foreign teacher. Chase told me that Christmas in Korea is a very big couple holiday.
Couple holiday.
Do you agree?
Well, I think it's very universal for every country, you know, couple holiday.
Well, I say a couple of holiday because it's more. It leans more towards a Valentine's Day vibe.
Oh,
than
okay.
anything else.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah. So like Christmas and Valentine's Day are sort of like one and the same in Korea.
Oh.
Would you agree or disagree?
But partially.
Partially.
Yeah, partially. Well, yeah, it's because but couple holidays is so much centered or focused on the commercial things. So you know, downtown area spending their money, or so I think it has to be changed. I think yes. So Christmas season is more focused on the family thing in America, right?
Yeah, it's a big family holiday.
Absolutely.
It's bigger than Thanksgiving when it comes to family usually.
That is true.
But it is the biggest holiday in America, and it's the most important family holiday. So in America, it's definitely not a couple's holiday. It's more of a family holiday. But yeah, I noticed last year it is more of a couple's holiday here.
I see.
Plus everything's open, which in America.
Yeah, and then Christmas, 25th of December.
So I want to talk about the relationship. I mean, same gender relationship, not about that, or different sex relationship like girlfriend and boyfriend. We can learn some other things from that kind of relationship. You know what I mean?
Well, growing up, in general, I've had at least the same amount of friends who are girls than guys. So it's been about the same. Most of those relationships, they last for a time, but they don't last for as long as usually relationships with guys.
Why does it that way?
I don't know. I mean, it just people go in different directions. One of my best friends right now, there are 2 sisters back home. I met them at the job I had before I came here, and I keep in contact with them when I'm here. One of them was the teacher that I got the postcards signed from.
Oh, okay.
And then her sister, I met her sister first, who is like maybe a year younger than me. But I talked to her a lot. We both like psychology and science, so we talk about that and talk about just different experiences and stuff. So nowadays I don't have that many friends who are women. It's more guys. But you notice when you get older and you start getting serious girlfriends and stuff, it's more difficult to have that kind of thing. So
I think with the boyfriend, girlfriend, the whole relationship scenario, those tend to be more seasonal, in my opinion.
Seasonal.
Especially since, you know, neither one of us are married now, and with the girlfriends in the past or female friends in that case, you know, most of them would have to have something really significant in common to keep that friendship going. With genders of the same, you know, same-sex friendships and whatnot, I could go without speaking to that person for years and years, and then kick back to where we left off without any remorse or, you know, ill will towards the other person. But usually, myself being a guy, I would look for most of the female friends I had. Those are prospects. I can say, could I see myself taking this friendship further, or is this, you know, the end of the rope? Is this the glass ceiling, or you know?
Yeah, usually it starts out
Interesting point.
One of the people so either the girl likes the guy or the guy likes the girl. When it comes to those types of friendships, that's normally how they start. So in general, I mean, not always, but in general, yeah, that's how they start. So, like I had a very good friend who was a girl here. Wasn't a girlfriend or anything, just a good friend.
Female friend.
Yeah, female friend. And we were like best friends for a while, and then we kind of had an argument, and then she started really not liking me. So, you know, that faded away. But then we started, you know, talking more to each other when she was about to leave Korea. But, you know, it's more likely, you're more likely to have problems in those types of friendships.
Okay.
Usually with the same-sex friendships, if you have arguments or stuff, normally it just kind of goes away after a few days.
Okay.
Especially with guys, like
I know. It's simple.
I might be mad at my friend for like a day, and then I'm just like, oh, whatever, you know, who cares?
Women are so complicated human beings, so
That's true.
very true.
Yeah, you mentioned a good point though earlier, May, is that how can it be that Jeremy and I have connected in a short amount of time? Well, putting our friendship into the perspective of my friendships here in Korea, Shaish, Juliana, Jaren, MJ, J-Ho, Hyun-Young, Jeremy and I see each other every day.
Yeah.
And you know, we walk to school together, we have lunch together, and so we spend more time together.
I know.
More than anyone else that Jeremy and I know here in Korea. And as a result, you know, we've opened up to each other, we hang out, and you know, he's one of my best friends here in Korea. So.
Yeah, last year with me, it was my friend Corey. We always went out and had dinner together and talked and hung out, and we actually started looking for girlfriends at the same time. So we're helping each other out, trying to find girls.
I think even after you're going back to your country, I think your relationship between you and Justin and Jerry together is quite unique, right?
Well,
remembering those.
A lot of friends, having friends in Korea, like making friends from America. I now have friends from Oregon, from Louisiana, from Kentucky, from Virginia, from Australia, from Ireland, England, all of these places around the world, and even more in Las Vegas. I've got some friends there, and
really,
I've got, now it's all over the United States and all over the world, because you meet people from everywhere here. You don't just meet from your hometown or from the next town over.
That's boring.
So you get to meet more people from different backgrounds. So it's very interesting to see.
Yeah, it creates a global perspective.
Yeah.
One thing you really would have to try harder to get if we were in the States. So that's a good point.
Yeah, but that's about all the time we have. So we're going to get into the last song. So I'll let Justin introduce his song.
All right. Well, this song is by Janelle Monáe, and this is from her album, The Arch Android, and the song is titled Neon Valley Street. Take it away.
All right, so that was
Neon Valley Street.
All right, so thanks for listening to the show this week.
Thank you very much.
So our topic next week is going to be Christmas memories. So I know we all have a lot of Christmas memories.
Yes,
so
we do.
we're going to talk about that and listen to some Christmas songs that Justin and I picked out by a band called Reliant K.
Oh, yes.
2 different songs.
Same.
No, actually, that's the week after that. We're 2 Christmas songs next week. That's what it is. Okay, so thanks for listening. I'm Jeremy.
I'm Justin.
I'm May. Take care, everyone.
All right,
Bye.
see you next week, guys. Bye.
Bye.